instructions you should give the close people around you after you break up with a narcissist. The first one is go and that's for you actually. Recognize and find out who these people are. And what I mean are people that are close to you, that are your friends or your family or somebody who's loyal to you in many ways, but are close enough to the narcissist so that you would try to reach out to them, or that they will try to reach out to him or her, because there was a certain connection. If this relationship has been going on for a while, and that's natural, and that people do become friends and family or whatever. And it's important to remember that the narcissist is so good at creating a false impression, and seems to be such a nice and great person, that of course people around you, if they don't know what narcissism is and they are not exposed to this behavior, would innocently enough, in a certain way, interact with that person that was part of their life through you for a certain time. Could be years, could be decades even. And that is something that is something that we want to prevent, and this is what this video is about. But the first point that I want to address is look around you and actually think with yourself, who are these people, where are the vulnerable points that the narcissist could actually use these people in order to hurt you in a way through them. So first of all, I want you to write down even who these people are. The second thing that I want you to really do is talk to them and tell them. You don't have to explain narcissism to them. It's not something that everybody understands, and if they weren't exposed to it in a personal way, in a close personal way, then they might even not understand, and even be a bit antagonistic. They'll say that you're overreacting, or it could happen that people who see the nice side of this person, that are not exposed to the narcissistic traits like you were, could even not believe you. And that is not something that we want. But what we do want is when you go and talk to them, to tell them that this is what happened. We broke up, and i'm just I'm just going to ask you to do a few things for me, as my friends, as my family, as the people that are close to me, because I know sides of this person or whatever that are manipulative, that are emotionally abusive, you could say, in a delicate way if you want. But I want, because I want to recover, and because that is something that is for sure important for you too, as my friend or family, I'm asking you to do this, and I'm expecting certain things to happen, and please bear with me and help me go through with this, so that I will be okay, and that he or she will be okay just as well. So that's the second point. First of all, ask yourself who these people are, and then go and have a conversation with them and tell them, first of all, as I said, these are the instructions, please, that I want you to follow with me, so that I could be better as fast as I can. And what does that mean? That brings us to the third point. Ask them not to communicate with the narcissist, not to initiate anything, and if he or she does reach out to them, ask them to please not answer before they check in with you what you want them to do. And so if it's by phone, or by phone somebody calling you, then not answer the phone until they talk to you, and you would know, because of the time, because of whatever is going on or whatever, to give them more instructions as to how to talk to this person. And just it's important, even if it's a phone call, not to go into it without talking to you first and understanding things that are relevant, that they should know. Okay, that's as far as a phone call goes. If the narcissist is going to write to them an email or a message or whatever, then they can actually show it to you. You can take the time, you can think about it together, and you can, with your instructions, they can answer in a way that would be the best one for you in this situation. And of course they want the best thing for you, and so they will they will understand what you're saying. Okay, so don't interact, sorry, with the narcissist without your talking to you first and hearing what you have to say, and finding out from you how they should react. If the narcissist reaches out to them, as I started saying before, what you want them to do is just say something, and that's the fourth point, something like, well, I love the both. I love you both, and I just don't want to get in between and everything. I mean, I just want to stay friends with both of you, and I just want to. I don't want to go into it with you because anything else would be like opening the door to all the emotional manipulations and the hoovering and the whatever gaslighting and anything else that the narcissist is an expert on. And we of course don't want that to go through this person to you, even if it's not going to affect them. It will affect them as your friend, because it's going to do some damage to you once you learn about this conversation and what went on in it. And anything can be, I mean, and as we know, we don't put anything past a narcissist, and they could use anything and they could say anything, and we just don't want them and then you through them to be exposed to any of this at all. Okay, so that's the fourth point. The fifth one, I actually put it together, but I'll say it again. Ask them again and again not to be the one that is calling the narcissist or asking in questions or doing things with them or whatever. And you know what I think? I'm just thinking this now as I'm recording this. If they don't want to do it, if they do want to stay in a relationship with narcissist in a certain way, if they used to go to whatever Pilates with him or her, or yoga, or I don't know what, anything that they used to do together, if they do that, then they're not part of that close circle that I was talking about in the first in the beginning of this video, because that means that the loyalty is not 100% with you, or that they don't want to understand, or that something else is going on. And if that's the case, then just let them. But if there are your people, as I am saying, then they're going to understand this, and they're not going to reach out to the narcissist just because you asked. I mean, that's what friendships and close family interactions are all about. So that is fun. These are the five first points. The sixth one is funny. I wrote it to myself a bit in a funny way, but once every few weeks, remind them of what what the instructions are. Okay, just like I don't know, just like a team or something at work. Once in a while, remind them, please don't interact with him. If he reaches out to you, let me know, and all of that stuff, because the narcissist has patience, and if he wants to get his supply, and he wants to do his gaslighting and his emotional abuse or whatever, he's gonna wait just around and just sit there and see how it goes. And if it didn't succeed, he or she didn't succeed the first time, they will try again after a few weeks. And so these people, which are lovely people, I'm sure, because they are your friends, they're gonna forget. And it's as you know, this is so confusing, and the narcissist is so good at this, so that if a few weeks go by and nothing happened, and then he reaches out, they might forget, and they might even say, well, it's been so long, and whatever. So I think this is already all right by now, and it's not. We have to give it time. And when I say time, I mean a few months, if not a year, for this thing for this need of the narcissist to still get supply from you, to still control you, to still manipulate you and your surrounding. It takes a while. Even if they get a new supply, and that happens a lot, you were probably quite a good one, and they letting go completely of a good supply that they had is something that is very difficult for narcissists, and they don't do it that easily and that fast. So once in a while, remind these nice people in your life about what you were talking about, how to do it, and what the instructions are. So that was it for today. Instructions for the close circle of people around you after you break up from a narcissist. I really hope this finds you. You're going to find this helpful in this situation, if this is where and what you're dealing with right now. My name is Ruth Lax. I'm a counselor, and I work with highly sensitive people and victims of narcissistic abuse. More than welcome to reach out, to join this new channel, and that is growing gradually, that I'm enjoying doing very much. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.